Hi there, I'm Namish Patel Owen, and you're listening to Live Your True Self, episode number 112. After 18 years doing corporate, in 2018 it became about doing me, doing what I love. Not that long ago, I too felt stuck, lost, and longing to be something more, asking myself, who am I anyway, and what's my purpose? Full of self-doubt and fear of failure, fast forward to this moment and you'll see a version of me that's true to myself, calm, confident and clear, even in the messiness. Inspired by Krishna's words in the Bhagavad Gita, the mind can be the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well. So perspective is everything. No matter where you are on your spiritual journey as a high achiever, I'm here to guide you. Together we'll step out of your head, the busyness in your mind, and drop into your heart so that you too can awaken your true self and live life more meaningfully in this moment. Take a deep breath and let's connect within. Welcome back, lovely one. I'm super grateful you're here. Have you ever had a moment where you've said to yourself, I can't believe I've done this? Or I can't believe I've overcome this or become this, just this element of disbelief. Maybe it was achieving something you once thought was impossible, taking a leap in your career, completing a challenge you didn't think you perhaps could, or stepping into a version of yourself after a period of change, whatever it might be. This week, I've had a couple of beautiful coaching conversations that really touched me and inspired this episode. My clients had set goals that once felt impossible. One was changing career and taking back control of her power. Another ran her fourth half marathon at over 60 years of age. And another was coming back to herself after a long period of illness and treatment, keeping her away from her beautiful family and her business. And in all three conversations and journeys along the way, they experienced setbacks, life happened, discomfort was real. There was tears, there was emotions, there was a lot of hard work and resilience and grit. And yet they achieved what once felt out of reach. They reached where they wanted to be. And it fills me up just so much to share their joy and elation, which one of the lovely ladies described in terms of how she felt, and to celebrate their success. It's just so beautiful. And it's moments like this that I love to offer a gentle but powerful question. Who am I now? Because here's the truth. Your body has already carried you through the effort, the action, the showing up day after day. But your mind often lingers behind. It's still playing catch up, still holding on to the old version of you who hadn't achieved whatever it is yet, because that's what it knows, that's what's familiar and safe, and that's where it stays. But meanwhile, your identity, your actual thoughts about yourself and who you are, who you truly are, has already shifted. Your reality, whatever it is that you've achieved, who you've become, has already unfolded. It is real, it is truth. And I've experienced this many times myself. leaving behind 18 years in corporate to become a coach, running my own business and building a life on my own terms, becoming the person who doesn't worry about what people think of me, choosing to follow my heart and step into yoga teacher training. And when I say these things, like genuinely with my hand on my heart, with so much love, there has been so many setbacks, so many moments where I've been on my knees, but there have been so many moments of growth and learning along the way. And each of those shifts came with moments where I invited myself to pause and ask myself, who am I now? And even in smaller ways, like on the mat, for so long, when I initially started the yoga training, I would see some of the other students, practicing headstand, and I just thought it was out of reach. Like there'd be no way I'd be able to do that, freely on my own. And then with time, with practice, with intention, with flow, with a bit of perseverance and discipline, now I can hold a headstand for 3 whole minutes. And it just blows my mind. And even prior to that, it was balancing with ease in crow pose. Again, something I once felt and thought was just totally impossible. Like, I saw people do it on videos and things, and I just thought, how is that possible? How do they do that? How can they balance their whole body on their 2 palms and wrists? But there you go. This is what happens. In those moments, my body had proven what was possible. And as I say, with all the action and the belief that I cultivated throughout the time, my body had proven that it was possible. And I managed to achieve, in these cases, those particular holds. But my mind needed to catch up, and I had to honor and step into that new version of me. And the reason how I know that to be true, like that my mind was still left behind, was because I would say in conversation with people, I can't believe I can do a headstand. And when you say I can't believe, that is your brain offering you disbelief. So today I want to explore this powerful question with you, and for you to think about it from your own perspective and whatever shift that you have experienced recently. And that is, who am I now? So why does this question matter? After any season of change, whether that's personal or professional, if we don't pause to acknowledge who we've become, we can miss our growth. And as I said earlier, we risk slipping back into old patterns of thought and old identity, even though we've already outgrown them and proven them wrong. But we can live in this kind of dual identity with that slight energy of disbelief and not even know. But gently asking ourselves, who am I now, helps us integrate our wins, integrate our effort, integrate our actions, integrate all the things that we have overcome and we have achieved. And it helps you step fully into the energy and confidence and strength you've already stepped into. It's almost like it's already done, but you're bringing your brain with you. And it's so important for your brain and your body to be aligned. So what I would invite you to reflect on is to take a moment to reflect back and think about what was once a stretch, but now perhaps feels doable or even natural. What qualities carried you through your own journey from where you were to where you are now? What old story no longer feels true? What old one-liners or comments that you perhaps said to yourself or to others out loud just don't serve you now. That's just not who you are. Your identity has already, upgraded. It's a bit like a software upgrade, it's like you've already gone through the upgrade, even if your mind hasn't put words to it yet. So what this looks like in practice is a simple process, right? It can be simple. In practice, this means slowing down after any milestone or change, whether that's big or small, and simply pausing, sitting with yourself, writing a few lines in your journal or notebook, or maybe saying out loud, "This is who I am now." And this is the practice. And so, for example, you might say, "I am someone who can sit with discomfort and still move forward. I am someone who honors my word to myself. I am someone who chooses calm, even when life feels busy." This is one for me. "I am someone who is brave. I am someone who follows her heart. I am someone who does enough, is enough. I am someone who doesn't worry about what people think of her. I am someone who acknowledges her progress." And these are not just affirmations, they're acknowledgements. They ground the new you into your body and nervous system. And when you do this practice, I would invite you to bring up the sensations in your body, and it will be a sensation of pride and acknowledgement and grace and relief, even so many emotions. And I would invite you to bring them up in your body so that you feel into who you are now. And these affirmations, and then the feeling behind the affirmation, they shift the energy you radiate. And as I say, this is about alignment. So it brings your mind and body into alignment with who you are now, what you've achieved, what you've overcome. And that's the version of you that moves forward in alignment. So in a moment, I will guide you into a short reflection practice to do exactly what we've spoken about with some gentle music. So I would invite you to take a pen and notebook if you can, and give yourself this space. Gently think about where you were and where you are now. And then simply ask yourself, who am I now? Let your words flow freely with an open heart. No need to analyze or overthink or perhaps even judge. Simply allow whatever wants to be expressed to come through onto your paper. Because each time you pause and reflect like this, you're teaching your mind and your body to live in alignment with the person you've already become. So let me invite you to take the next 5 minutes as a gift of reflection for yourself. Find your pen and paper, take a deep breath, and contemplate, who am I now? What have I done recently that felt impossible? What qualities help me through this? What feels easier or more doable or natural to me now? What old story no longer fits who I am today? How would I finish the sentence? I am someone who. Beautiful. As we wrap up, when you're ready, finish the final points of who you are now. I hope you uncovered some insightful gems in your reflection. Remember, you can always pause here, continue later, or return to this simple practice whenever you need it. Each time you do, you'll meet a new version of who you are becoming. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank your body and your mind for carrying you here and bringing you into alignment. And remember, this is only the beginning of your growth. To complement your reflection today, I've created a beautiful guided meditation called Celebrate How Far You've Come. It's a simple grounding body scan and some affirmations for growth. It's about 12 minutes long and is designed to guide you to really anchor in your growth and acknowledge the journey you've been on. You can find it on my YouTube channel, Yoga Life with Namisha, and also you can find the link in the show notes. Be sure to practice this one. It's a real gem. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Live Your True Self podcast. Remember, this is who you are now. Embrace that fully, lovely one, because I am celebrating you and so should you. Until next time, keep shining your light and may you always live your true self. Namaste. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Live Your True Self podcast. If you're ready to go deeper into your spiritual growth journey, visit me at namishapatelowen.com to learn more about my work and how I can guide you. And be sure you're signed up for Yoga Life Weekly, your love note to inspire who you're being while you're doing. And also subscribe to Yoga Life with Namisha over on YouTube for simple, practical meditations and teachings you can live by every day. It's an honor to guide you in reconnecting with who you truly are. Bye for now.